The subject.
Get your grubby mitts off me. These?
Destiny was my favorite jam of 2014. I just want to live in a tight fantasy sci-fi world, blasting away at enemies, dancing in the tower, and taking a breather while in the majestic aurora of orbit. Destiny is the rock and roll of games today. Even its stiff-necked detractors are quietly tapping their toe to its infectious beat.
This may come in handy. Keep it neutralized. I found some of the Prizrak stuff.
Gravity Rush is secretly one of the most innovative games from Japan in the past few years. I love everything about this game, the thrill of its gravity-defying platforming, its twisted Parisian aesthetic, and even the name of the heroine's black cat, Dusty. You may not know a ton about Japanese culture, I'm an expert. But Gravity Rush is called Gravity Days in Japan. That's so much cooler.
Can you believe that many regard Whitman, the iconic poet of the American Republic? That alone says enough. This verbal monument to sensuality and excess, you know that no library except Philadelphia would touch it after publication. Reading it is like watching the man stroll naked through the streets. I, too, sing the body electric, though perhaps more forcefully than even Whitman.
Destiny was my favorite jam of 2014. I just want to live in a tight fantasy sci-fi world, blasting away at enemies, dancing in the tower, and taking a breather while in the majestic aurora of orbit. Destiny is the rock and roll of games today. Even its stiff-necked detractors are quietly tapping their toe to its infectious beat.
I need a screwdriver to open this vent.
This is a battery charging station. Certain Omni abilities will drain the battery on the girl's phone. You'll see her battery life displayed in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Direct the girl to any recharging station to juice up.
The door.
How are you out of your cage?
Murray.
I gave you a stay of execution, and this is how you repay me.
Murray is coming.
Well, those flickering embers of clemency have gone cold.
There must be another way out of here.
That file is dead, and so help me, so are you when I get down there.
There must be something you can do.
Wisely, the politician shows that serving the people is the path to sane obedience. The neighborly policeman gives the children time to settle down, maintaining law and order with rare discipline. The slothful union man spends more time relaxing beneath the shade tree than sweating atop the scaffold. The overseer secures the bonds between us all. Only let him serve, and you will be served in return.
Before we can look to the future, we must look to the one who will lead us there.
Vulgar winds blow down the walls of our house, exploding beauty into decadence. The civil engineer takes what is true, regardless of source, and puts it to use for safety and comfort. The monopolist unifies different industries under the banner of righteous service to promote the common good. The state artist seeks only to educate her neighbors against the ordinary, exposing the beauty in truth. The working class heroes soldiers keep their heads down and their minds on the tasks that edify and advance the human race.
Okay, let's get out of here before she shows up.
Welcome to my domain.
These are located throughout the facility. Any data you collect by scanning items in OmniView can be traded to the data broker in exchange for new Omni abilities. Omni abilities are valuable tools for gathering information and assuming control of the girl's environment.
What would you like? Monitor prisoner patrol routes. Listen in on voicemail messages. Lure prisoner away from the trolls. Reveal prisoner locations on the map. Read email exchanges. Monitor prisoner patrol routes. Listen in on voicemail messages. Lure prisoner away from the trolls. Leaving so soon.
Stop.
Yes, madame.
I'll hold on to this.
Easy on yourself.
One of the great terrors of literature is its ability to touch a reader's unspoken experience. But you understand, librarian, a Republique requires peace between its citizens. Animal Farm gives voice to bigoted trends we must erase. Its laws separate citizens into different body types, those with 2 legs and 4 legs and wings. It's a short jump from this fiction to realizing that you've never liked the color of your neighbor's skin. This one belongs in a cage.
You know what I...
Nicely done. You are one cool customer. Now you have the Omni software update needed to access the library door. I have set a new waypoint to lead you back to the atrium. Before going back to the atrium, I recommend unlocking a few Omni abilities at this terminal. Overseer has an escape plan, even if the rest of us do not.
censorship AI to be updated, expanded. Profanity. An assault on young and old alike. Now that has gone too far. You can have my right to privacy. You can have my booze and caffeine and chocolate. But when you take away my right to curse a blue streak, you leave me with nothing to say. For once, in my job, I am absolutely speechless.
Mr. Triglazoff, Vice Admiral Matthews of the Pacific Fleet.
Pacific? You're a long way from home, Admiral.
So are you, if I'm to believe the rumors. First time in Washington, sir?
Hardly. I was told General Karnofsky was heading up this project.
The general retired over the holidays. I'm overseeing now, from a military standpoint at least.
I see.
Apologies if I seem hurried. I have a meeting with the new superintendent of the Naval Academy at 1.
That's in 5 minutes.
Like I said.
Well, it's hardly enough time to pitch my vision.
So I've read over your evaluative study, and we've taken your recommendations into account.
Is this a joke to you?
Excuse me?
Your security, the security of your country, is at stake.
Now you listen here. I dedicate my life to the protection and security of the United States. If you think you have a better approach, we'll entertain it. But do not come in here and make threats.
I made no such thing.
And try to muscle some wildly expensive cryptographic software through the door.
You can pay today to prevent a catastrophe. Or you'll pay tomorrow to clean it up.
It's over. You're locked in a cage.
I need a screwdriver to remove this vent covering.
A screwdriver. These are great for opening vents, but they are flimsy and will often break. Hopefully, there's more than one lying around.
A screwdriver. This should come in handy. There goes another good screwdriver. He almost got me. Prisrac left some items behind.
Consumers don't know what they want, or at least that's what a bunch of corporate executives tell themselves every day. In the case of 2D Venia games, most publishers stop funding these so they can focus on crappy mobile games for babies. Thanks to bold indie developers like Tom Happ and Axiom Verge, we don't need no stinking corporation to make the games we want. You have just found a new battery for the girl's phone. Some OmniView abilities require battery power, and will not work when the girl's phone is not well charged. You will probably find more batteries lying around this facility. You may also recharge the phone at a demon server or inside confinement rooms. If you find a cassette player, perhaps you could hear what is on it. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideout.
Good idea. My battery was running low. I should be safe here.
Such a display of finality is premature, don't you think?
Derringer doesn't think so. Either that kid's long gone or he's a skeleton in a wall somewhere. Either way, leaving his stuff laying around will only be a distraction.
And this is not. You want our wards to focus on the arrival, and not the poison in those manifestos, correct? then perhaps such a public celebration of the boy's ability to elude us is counterproductive, no?
Target neutralized. The Prizrak dropped some items.
Half turn-based RPG, half Viking soap opera, the Banner Saga really has no business existing, which is why it warms my cold gamer heart that my fellow gamers kickstarted this game into existence. The team at Stoic delivered on their ambitious promises, and helped prove that us gamers can spot a hot new IP even when big publishers cannot.
There goes the screwdriver.
God, this collar. Itchy, man. It's got me scratching like a flea-bitten dog in a patch of poison oak. Not to mention, I've got this clicking in my head that I just can't seem to shake. Bet you the overseer probably put a chip in my brain. Now it's malfunctioning. Figured forcing everyone to wear a collar wasn't enough, so he decides to tag us too. I have got an epic case of cabin fever. I think maybe I'm going crazy. Crazier than usual. I gotta get out of here. I tell you, my mind, it's melting. It's dripping out of my ears. It's all this technology, this invisible energy. It's cutting right through me every second of the day. Wi-Fi is killing me, man. It's cutting me down slowly. There's no way to turn my brain off, and no way to keep this guy's gray matter a secret from his prying eyes, because he's psychic. No, don't say that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. He has 1 billion cameras in this place, that's all. 1 billion cameras. And they're all aimed at me. Better if they were guns. You know, I'd kill myself if I thought it'd keep him from reading my thoughts. But he'd probably just dig up my corpse, plug out my spine, and shove it into some computer. Is that even possible? Can people really do that yet? Oh, God. My only choice is to keep drinking. Just keep drinking until my mind resembles an overcooked asparagus. I think I'm halfway there, I think. Every brain cell I drown is one less piece of evidence that bastard's thought police could turn against me. Booze is the best degassing gun. Okay, I gotta go. Remember, don't trust me. Not even anyone.
This old-school boombox is ideal for playing back any audio cassettes the girl finds. Zager called this photo the perfect metaphor for our times. Zager was always inspired by uprisings. He hoped to inspire those inside Metamorphosis to rise up in similar fashion. The first photograph Zager ever took. There's an interesting story behind it. He told of it in his version of the manifesto. A screwdriver. These are great for opening vents, but they are flimsy and will often break. Hopefully, there's more than one lying around. This looks like an old cassette tape. You may find this difficult to believe, but I am actually old enough to remember when these were popular. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideouts. However, with the facility's new censorship system coming online, I suspect most of this Zager end will be suppressed. The man enjoyed his salty language, to put it mildly.
Zager here. I want to apologize for the recent radio silence, but lately there's been a special project occupying my time. See, I'm taking the old man's manifesto and I'm making a few changes. Treglazov may think his words are gospel, but I think he could use an editor. So I'm touching up those beautiful lies with a little ugly truth. All you gotta do is read between the lines. I gotta say, it's actually been easier than you might think. You can't swing a dead Prizrak without hitting a stack of manifestos in this place, so no shortage of raw materials. Oh, and if you're wondering about distribution, well, all I can say is there's a few sympathetic parties down here willing to scatter these new and improved copies around, like drugs on a schoolyard. Good luck rounding them all up, Derringer. Oh, and Treglazov, if you're listening, and let's be honest, you probably are, then know this. The damage is done. My marked up manifestos will soon go into circulation. They will be read. They'll be passed around. Eyes will be opened. Minds will be blown. And there will be no going back. You can't stuff the back in this Trojan horse. So happy reading. This is Zager saying to you, don't trust anybody. Not even me. Oh, but read my book.
Zager's altered manifesto was still a work in progress at the time of his death. This is the girl's room. 390H. Of course, this isn't what she calls herself.
battery was getting low. Boys' side of the commissary. This is where wheat beats. Spying on the boys. Are they spying on us girls too? I've never been over here before. We're not allowed. The headmaster calls it separate spheres. I wonder if they feed us the same meals. Good idea. My battery was running low.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Lure Prizrak away from the trolls. Listen in on voicemail messages. Monitor Prizrak patrol routes. Monitor Prizrak patrol routes. Sorry to see you go.
I don't have room for anything else.
Last month, a pre-cal got their hands on a canister of pepper spray. They blinded a loyalist Prizrak during routine inspection. This is a battery charging station.
Can you open this box?
Fake passports and foreign currency. The Overseer has an escape plan, even if the rest of us do not.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Come back anytime. Welcome to my domain. See anything you like. Leaving so soon.